Watch Dr. Drew's new show at 9 on HLN. Weeknights on HLN.
You're not programmed to wake up in the morning and see the devastation that we've witnessed. And even the cops and firefighters, I don't think anybody was trained to see that kind of devastation. But more importantly, 9/11 gave birth to so many good people, especially the people that you had on your show today. Cops and firefighters are heroes without 9/11. You don't need 9/11 to call them heroes. But it also gave birth to everyday individuals like the story that that young man just told. And it really brought out the best in this country. The resolve and the spirit of the American people was the patriotism and the volunteerism on that day and those following days and weeks after. It was literally, it felt good to be an American after something so horrible.
John, I absolutely agree with you. In fact, I think we are seeing, we're sort of beginning to live in a time when heroicism is something that we've now seen and we've begun to expect of ourselves, not just, as you say, of those people who are already cast as heroes. People are in the military, people are firefighters or police officers. I think you're right.
Well, listen, again, 9/11 gave birth to these. You know, this country was based on volunteerism 235 years ago. And on 9/11, it was the single largest act of volunteerism in the history of this great nation. And evil men with evil intentions wanted to do as much harm as possible, but they were met by good, and that was by the resolve in the American people. And it just gave birth to so many great stories. And 10 years later, when I just listened to this story, because I've never heard of it, it moves me inside. And I see pain and devastation every day by running the Feel Good Foundation. Every day we're helping 9/11 responders who are sick and dying or who have passed away from their illnesses. But when I hear a story like this, it brings back old memories. But
can you share one of those with us? Any of the memories that you have from that first day of responding?
Again, I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, and I don't know if I'm going to need therapy in 20 years from now, but I can block out those 5 days that I was there before I was horribly injured when 8,000 pounds of steel crushed my left foot. I spent 11 weeks in the hospital fighting for my life with gangrene. But what I saw was just pure devastation. And nobody should have to see something like that if you're just not trained to see that. Your body's just, your mind's just not programmed to see that. No one in this history, other than Pearl Harbor, which was another generation, saw that kind of devastation. And the pictures on TV don't really tell the true story of those dark days, that day and the days that followed, at all. You know, what I remember most of 9/11 was macho, burly, muscular, tattooed, mustaches the size of small dogs, men crying and hugging each other. These were cops and firefighters and construction workers. That's what I remember most.
There was an image that stayed with me, which people didn't know, maybe don't know, that there were children drew pictures. I get moved when I think about it, of not inspiration but wishes for the families and for the people that were there. And these drawings, crayon drawings from children, were all up around the lower side of Manhattan. I mean, they were on all the buildings. There was the pictures of all the people that were lost, and there were the pictures that the children had put up. And the one, as I was stopped at a stoplight crossing the street, that stayed with me was the Twin Towers on a cloud with wings.
I want you all to know that America today is on bended knee in prayer for the people whose lives were lost here, for the workers who work here, for the families who mourn. This nation stands with the good people of New York City and New Jersey and Connecticut as we mourn the loss of thousands of our citizens. I can hear you. I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.